Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, brought to you by Xfinity. Xfinity. We like to drop your internet at the very moment you don't want your internet dropped. Xfinity. I lost internet earlier today, as you may or may not know. Oh, look at that. We have a guest player. Well, hello. Let me turn off all the gore in the gore settings. So is everyone seeing the map?
Yep.
Awesome. So when we were last here, Stephanie, you don't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I need to turn on the propellers. It stopped. There it is. Flags are moving. Propellers are moving. We're good to go. When we were last here, you guys had sort of made your way through most of this airship. You woke up here after after spending some time in the aquatic crypt. You teleported here. You don't know where this thing is going or why. You've killed every cultist that you've found. So there's not been much questioning. You do know that on the hold deck, I believe it's the hold deck, is Spanky. So Spanky is down below. He's being held in one of the locked rooms. Have you guys located the key? Can you guys remind me? Did you guys find the key yet? No.
I think we did. I think someone found a skeleton.
Yeah, check your inventories. And
it may have been David or Tyros.
Let's see. Let me see what room that would have happened in. You guys, yeah, you guys killed down in the hold. You killed the cultist in the map room, right?
Yes.
And you think that Tyros?
Or was that you, Timpy? It's either Timpy or Tyros, I think, has the key.
Yeah, it would have been called the airship master key.
Yeah, because I remember you saying someone found it.
Let's see.
You'll have to look at Tyros.
Tyros does not have it.
Maybe we have it then. Unless Stephanos.
Does Alexandria have it?
Maybe Alexandria or Glory. I don't.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. The bummer about you guys not being able to look at each other's characters, that means that I have to cruise through each person who's not here. And let me look at Glory now. Inventory. Yeah, Glory doesn't have it.
Guess we didn't find it.
Oh well, maybe someone else has it then. But yeah, you're looking for the master key, trying to figure out what the heck is going on here. And like I said, you've decimated everything. You have not searched the captain's room, and you have not searched the cabins on the upper deck cabin. So there's a using the ping functionality. There's a door here, right next to you, that leads to the captain's room, and there's a door over here that leads to the rear cabin. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
No. You've cleared out the rear cabins. That was where there was the cook and the two people.
We should let Stephanos know that there was some retconning that had to happen because
she wasn't part of any of it.
I know, but that's why she was aware when we looked into some of the stuff that first game before she left. There was a whole nother level to the ship that we missed.
I missed it. It was my oopsie. I forgot that it was.
We had to add it in, as well as the captain's cabin wasn't there when we first landed here, so that's why we're back up here.
Yeah, so there's a captain's cabin. So you've cleared out everything except for in the bilge, the very lower deck. You have discovered there's at least one cultist and two spiders, from what you could tell, doing your reconnaissance. And then on this deck, there is a captain's cabin, but you don't know if anything's in it yet. And that sort of brings us to where we are today. So I ask y'all, based on that goodness, what do you want to do?
I say we
So
look
we don't
into
know.
this captain's cabin.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, we don't know what's in there. I think this is the only room we don't know yet, if I remember.
All right. So how do you want to get in, or what do you want to do with that room? You do see there is, because I messed this up last time. There is an access port above. You don't know if that looks into that room or not, but there is an access port.
Does the door have a keyhole? Like, does it?
It's an outside door, so there is a keyhole.
Can I peek into the keyhole and see if I see anything inside?
Sure. Let's roll an investigation check. Boom. And that would just be you.
Oh, that sucks. I'm not.
Investigation. And well, you're not investigating. You perceive. This is perception. Sorry.
Much better at that.
$15, not great, but not bad. Yeah, so you see. Hold on, I'm very confused suddenly. Did you notice, Tempe, that I spun the ship around so you're actually aimed in the right direction?
He is
okay.
temporarily missing.
Okay, so it's okay because I made it. This is my maps oopsie, reconfiguring myself. That's the map room. And that's right. Okay, I remember where we left off last time.
So we should be looking.
You had drawn people away from the map room, but you have not searched the map.
No, I searched the map. Or I looked through the map room.
No.
I thought we killed them.
We hadn't gone into
the map room. No, you drew people down the ladder, but you didn't search the map room.
I looked on the.
Yeah, well, Curtis was invisible in there.
Yeah, I searched. I looked at the table first.
Yeah, but that was just that's a cursory view. You looked. You didn't actually search for anything.
I guess I was still wanting to do the captain's quarters, which I guess is back here. Then.
Let me see where you're pinging. I have to go back and look at that. Yeah, the captain's quarters is right here.
Okay.
See, that's that second level up that we missed. So
yeah.
I will turn on free movement. If you guys want to move, feel free to move. However, know that if you make noise within any baddies, they potentially will hear you.
Except for we killed everybody though.
You don't know about that room, and then there is the bilge, but the bilge is several levels down, so you're not going to hear you.
So I don't.
And also, let's not forget, you guys also have on the hold level where Spanky is, you have Salem standing.
Okay. Well, I would, because I wanted to go to peek into the captain's quarters, and I said that's what I was going to do. And since I already rolled, I'll move over there. I wonder if any of you guys should go and investigate the map room while maybe Tyros comes with me because he's good at picking locks. If we have to pick this lock, and then others go to the map room.
So you see from sort of your view, it's a lovely room with a leather chair and some other things decorated. You sort of see peeking off the edge. There's looks like almost a queen size bed and a lovely rug. Looks like there's a door on the other side and a couple of windows that sort of lead out to a back deck. However, just through this, it feels like this door is locked. So it's probably it's either been locked from the outside or locked from the inside. You can't tell which, but it looks like it's locked. So you need a key.
Okay. Cool.
Indeed. You don't hear anything specific.
And I didn't see any person. I can't see any I don't see from my view that there's anyone in there.
No,
right now.
there's it looks like from that door, it looks like this is sort of a like an in-room walk, like an alcove, like a little hallway. Looks like there might be a room left or a closet to the right potentially. But yeah, you don't see you don't see too far into the room, but from what you can see, there's no one in there, and you don't hear anyone, but you don't know what's to the left. Just sort of intuitively, you know that based on where that door is, if you're facing the door to your right, that's probably a closet of some sort, because it would be a very small space, and to the left, it's slightly bigger. So being the captain's quarters, it's some probably attached room potentially. That's inside of his quarters or her quarters. Their quarters. There you go.
I'll go back to here and just kind of not yelling, but telling them what I saw. Everyone what I saw. Say, hey guys, I think the captain's quarters here. There's a couple rooms in there. Door's locked. Need someone to pick the lock.
So I think. What do you think Tyros would just go
Tyros' time to shine.
Yeah, I'd say Tyros because
I'm wondering if
any of us have lockpick tools.
And I'll be honest with you, I think that either Alexandria or Glory would go and search the map room since that hasn't been done yet.
I think Glory for sure.
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so Glory's gonna move into the map room, and then Tyros he'll move up to the lock and pick the lock. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do Glory first.
I'll go there next to him just to make sure.
All right, so let me drop Glory into, so you guys see her leave. Boom. And go into cabins.
Stephanos, what are you gonna do during this?
It's actually going to join Glory.
Okay, you're gonna join Glory in that other level. Right. I'll pull both of you in then. Glory's in, and Stephanos will be in, and I'll pull the two of you here. A neat little trick I found out I can do. I can pull you into this scene without pulling everyone else into the scene. All right, so Stephanos, you should be seeing this map room, right?
Yes.
All right, and so on the desk, or on this table, you see maps. You see various journals, whatever else. It looks like this is a pretty active area since some things are laid out. Gloria wants to do an investigation check. Is it safe to assume that you want to do the same?
Yes.
Glory, Stephanos. Investigation. And I'll roll for Glory. And it should be in the middle of your screen. And epic roll. Yeah, and good enough. So first off, Stephanos, in your macro hotbar, and maybe one of you guys can explain to her how to do this. There should be a in that little folder icon in the lower left. Have you added the what's it called? Roll table random search to your hotbar. Oh, hey, Sarah. Same thing with you. So it should look like there should be, if you click that little folder icon in the lower left next to your little macro bar, it should open up, and there's a folder probably called public, and you're going to want to drag the roll table random search into your hotbar. It's a handy one you'll be using often. And tell me when you guys, and don't click it yet, but just tell me when you have it in your hotbar. And while you're doing that, Glory, you guys investigated this. Glory, you found something interesting, sort of peeking out from one of the maps. It looks like a master key, probably to the airship.
We're in space now?
Oh my gosh, when was the last time you played?
Probably like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So,
Okay.
like,
Real quick.
She
yeah.
didn't play it all while we were on the boat.
I didn't even. Last time was the dragon, and we just met the dragon, and I had just said that I'm not giving up my sword to the dragon, and that's it.
God.
And I haven't watched any of the other videos, so
I'll give you the synopsis. You successfully still have your sword. They did an illusion to make it look like you left the sword in the area. It was pretty brilliant, honestly. Got to give it some credit. Made your guys' way over to the teleport. You guys sort of woke up on the deck of this airship. So you're not underwater. You're in the sky. That's why you hear things flying. The party has creeped through pretty much every deck. Tinjarin turned invisible and checked out the decks. They have Salem down below. In the bilge, which is the very lowest level, there seems to be a couple of giant spiders and a cultist that seems to be controlling them. Salem's watching the port that goes to that level to make sure that nothing comes up, and it's going to notify you if anything happens. On that same level, you ran into an old friend from Madame Friona's tea kettle, Spanky. Spanky's being held captive. You guys don't have a key yet, although you do have a master key to the ship now, so you kind of have the key, right? By the way, only Stefanos and Glory know this. No one else does. So Tyros is still going to go pick the lock.
Is there some reason why I wouldn't tell everyone I have a key?
Well, because you're in a room and they're on a different part of the ship, and you went.
Okay.
You guys went to
you
do
come
this.
out and tell us, but
yeah, but this is happening at the same time. You guys went different directions, so he's going to try to pick the lock while you guys are searching this room. No harm, no foul. So anyway, do you guys have that little magnifying glass now? Because you both succeeded in investigating. You found an official piece of gear. So the first person would be Glory. Can you click your little magnifying glass in your macro that you just added?
I haven't done it yet. I literally came in the middle of you explaining that. So yeah,
Okay,
I haven't
Stefanos,
done it yet.
did you add yours? And if so, can you click it to see what we find?
Yep. Can you click
Awesome.
that?
Sorry, you found nothing extra. There is a map on the desk of Faerun that I will add to you guys' inventory. But really, it's an honor thing. Just when you guys want to look at the big ass map of the area, just let me know, and we'll pull it up for you to see. As an inventory item, it doesn't let you actually see the image very well, and it's a pretty big map. It's this kind of thing that you would spread around spread on a table and everyone would look at. So cool. So Glory, in the lower left-hand corner of your macro bar, you know that's that little icons, when you like do a bio break or you want to chat or whatever, or rolling a fumble or a crit. That same table, that little area down there. If you click that little folder icon, it's going to open up another little window, which is your macro directory, and inside of that, there's probably a folder called Public. And if there's not a folder called Public, then at least you'll see something that says Roll Table Random Search. Drag that into that bar, because you want that one. That's a good. Once you've done that, click it. Let's see if you find anything. You don't find anything beyond the key.
Yeah, but that sound made it sound like I did. So
I know, right?
I want a second opinion.
You found this. You found the master key, so you should be happy. And that master key is in your inventory. If you look in your inventory, it should be under the section loot. Something. Do you see it? I don't even see it.
I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's called Airship Master Key. You'll want this. You literally hold the keys to the airship now. So yeah. Oh, okay. It's under equipment. Is where it's at. Okay. There you go. All right, so that's you guys. Let's go back to the other group and what they're doing. And I will pull the two of you. Well, actually, I'll leave you in that room for now because you won't know what's going on here. Oh, Stefanos, did I pull you? I pulled you into it. I gotta pull you onto this one. There we go. All right, so you guys are up. Djaran's flanking the door. Looks like Tempe's on the other side. Tyros is going to try to pick the lock. And that is an attribute, right? And I believe it's sleight of hand, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. As long as he has lockpicking tools, it would be sleight.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Potion, tools. Thieves' tools. Yep, he has them. All right, and we have him roll that. It would be sleight of hand. And
Not to like derail us, but I can't see anything. Like it's just a black screen. Is that right?
yeah, because you're not on this level right now. You're on a different level. That's why.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Thanks.
Yep. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Because you're on a different deck. So you guys hear the door open up. He does unlock it. Easily unlocks it with a 23. So doors open. He sees there's a long hallway. So let me drop the people that are up there onto that scene so you can see.
As I peek my head in, I say, "Hello, housekeeping. Hello."
All right, let's see what you do there then. All right, I'm taking. And Glory, Stefanos, are you guys going to come back out?
Sure. I don't know. You tell me, Stefanos. Should we go back out?
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
All right. Andrea. Rose. Tempe here. We have Djaran. The way different levels of maps works is even though you guys are looking at one, it's not like there's literally a room there. It's a whole new map I have to load. Just a peek behind the scenes. Right, and let me activate the scene. And
Look at
You
the
now-
puppy.
you now should be seeing.
Whoa. You're muted.
Right. I'm muted?
This is what. No, I'm muted. This is what Salem's picture should look like. Gremlin.
Nice. Very nice. All right, so Tyros sees that same thing that Djaran saw, but a little bit wider vantage point. Doesn't see anyone in place. He is blocking the door. I think that he would stealthily, not in combat, move into the room up to the corner, and he can do so without rolling because he's declaring it and moving half his distance. So now Tyros, I can't tell you what he sees because unless you want him to yell it back out the hallway. So anyone else can follow in. If you're gonna go in, you can move half your distance with stealth with no roll. So you can move another 5 feet, Djaran, if you wanted to. And then,
Like I said, as I walked in, I said, housekeeping.
okay, so you said housekeeping.
That's
and then,
not stealthy.
Yeah. So you heard some muttering and someone sort of sounds like adjusting their robes or something on the other side of that door to your left. So yeah,
Adjusting their robes.
yeah, so you've lost. There's awareness that someone's like in this person's locked room. So you've lost any stealth advantage.
All right, I kick the door open and run in.
Well, you can't kick the door open until Tyros moves. So.
Isn't it right here?
With Tyros.
Oh, you're gonna kick that door open? Okay, yeah. Kick that door open. Go ahead.
That's the one you were talking about, right?
No, I said to the left. That's to the right.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll use north-south to the south. So are you kicking in that door or not?
No, I thought that was the one you were talking about.
No. Nope, it's on that other, I said the wall up above you, so the north wall. So Tyros is going to move, and I think he'd move into the room and just be able to hide if he needs to, because that's like what he likes to do. I'll let you each do one move, and then you're going to be in combat.
All right, I'm gonna move to the other door.
It's a nice room, though, right?
Yeah.
I think Alexandria is going to move her full movement. Gloria and Stefanos, you can move as far as this ladder, and then you'll be. We'll go to the other team. So you can move as far as this ladder right here.
So I wanted to go. I want higher ground.
Okay.
You
can totally be there.
Ground?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on with them. So if you want to just higher ground in general, that's totally fine. You just want to be ready in case anyone comes out. Is that the idea?
Yes. Yeah. And also, and if when I can you let me know if I can do like a check on something?
Yep. Yeah, in 2 seconds I'll let you do that. But first I'm going to take the people that are in this room are in combat. So roll initiative.
Mystery roll.
All right, who we got? We miss anybody?
I haven't rolled mine because
You're not in combat yet because you're not
I
aware of
didn't
it.
know.
Oh, I have to roll Tyros.
Are we
but we're
rolling
still-
initiative?
Yeah, you're rolling initiative. Yeah, in the chat or in the combat.
Hey, GM, I'm just letting you know. I don't know why, but it had my maul, the 9 lives rapier, and my spike chain all equipped for some reason.
Oh,
And so I unequipped the spike chain because that's what I said when I got the magical rapier during
Okay.
the recommended thing. So just
thank
one
you
left.
for your honesty. I appreciate it. All right, so we're going to begin combat. All right. So up first is Tempe. The door is locked. You hear someone sort of moving around in there. Not sure what they're doing. You're not even sure what that room is.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna ready myself in case anyone comes out.
Okay.
Draw my bow. I'm extra ready.
Awesome.
Who has entered my room?
I try to, in my best black.
Wait, hold on. Let's see who actually has charisma who can trick him.
Oh, that's a good point. Let's see, deception. I have a +4 to my deception.
I only have a +1. So go for it.
All right. So
Just ask Captain.
in my my best black cult voice, I try to say, "It's us, Captain. We were told to come and get you."
All right, let's roll. Let me have you roll a deception check. 1 second. And deception. And hold on. And it's gonna be tough. And I'll explain why.
Apparently he's really smart.
As I said, housekeeping. Come on. Oh. Not even close.
Not even close. Yeah, so you hear
First, we don't have housekeeping. Second, you're not any member of my crew. And third, they know better than to come into my cabin when the door is locked. There are other ways for them to let me know of an emergency. Guards! Come to the captain's quarters. You should all prepare to die.
I start stomping my feet furiously as if someone was coming to the quarters. So it sounds like people are coming in.
All right, roll. We're gonna have you roll another
Oh
deception
no!
check.
All the guys we killed are coming to get us.
So, all
You
right,
want
so
me
Dinjarin, no, hold on. I'm gonna do this one. This one's actually not gonna be near as hard. I have to select one. Second, deception.
I just doesn't want to come out of this room. Maybe he's in the bathroom. Maybe that's what that is. Come on. Oh, there we go. Much better.
Yeah. So yeah, he totally thinks that the guards are coming. They're doing their thing. I need the three of you real quick to roll a perception check. So here we go.
Ooh, nice. Tyros. Nice. Got some decent ones there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so just given the noises, it sounds like he's in there and there's like paper and he's pulling up his pants and to smell. This is clearly his private bathroom. So whoever's in there is of some importance, and you caught him in a very vulnerable time with his pants down.
Yeah, but he'll be quick because his bowels have been released.
Yeah,
I start making noises like, oh.
All right, so it is the cult leader's turn. He's called for reinforcements and he's gonna hang tight. It is officially your turn, Dinjarin.
Alright, so I look at Timpe and Tyros and I kind of signal like, should I kick the door in? What do you guys like?
We can smoke him out. I have a alchemist's fire vial. If you want to try it, I just don't know if the whole ship will catch on fire.
I think Tyros would be like, whoa, we're on a wooden ship,
Yeah.
thousands of feet in the air. Last thing we want to do is be tossing fire.
Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna kick the door down and bum rush in as quickly as I can.
Go for it, said Tyros.
So move into place. Kicking in the door is not going to require anything. It's just a bathroom door. Boom. Sitting on the toilet is a pretty decorated cult leader. So move into where you want to move.
Like I leave for a couple weeks and now we've shamed ourselves to children's humor.
To be fair, there was only a 20% chance that he was on the toilet. 50% chance that he was in the bathroom. So when you guys went in, I needed to know where he was going to be. So it just so happened that he was using the potty.
So I run in and I hold my rapier to his neck. Like, well, wait, was kicking the door my action? Do I have any or?
No, that'll give you as a gimme.
Okay.
Right.
But then
require Ishitor. I will say, but this is gonna require. So you're trying to grapple him. Is that the idea?
I'm trying to intimidate him to not move because he's on the toilet. So I'm just holding my rapier to his neck, basically telling him like, don't move if you want to live.
Okay. Let's see. That would be. Let me roll a contest. And public would be intimidation, and request.
Where did it go? I don't see the.
Oh, it's in the chat window. Yeah, this is a
okay.
contested role that doesn't have a. There's not a.
Oh, okay, I see. It's a different type. Oh.
So you
What?
you know, he looks at you and like he's like,
You have the upper hand, but my army of cultists will be here before you can hold that blade across my throat.
I signal to the Tyros and Tempe to come in or come over, like
No,
doing this.
I'm gonna cover the door. Tyros can go.
And that's the end of my turn.
so Tyros moves over. The cultist sees the two of you sort of blocking his only way out. He's intimidated, but he's also cornered and free, right? So you know, I'm gonna make him. I will give him frightened. Right, so he's operating from it's like you've now intimidated him, so he's frightened. What do you think Tyros would do? Do you think he'd push through, or do you think he would just be there as some muscle behind you? Probably some muscle, I would say, from Tyros.
I think he might somehow show a weapon to like point at him or something, just to keep him frightened.
Yeah, I think what he would do is I think he would ready his rapier and make it pretty clear that this is a one-way ticket. So he's readied, and that means we roll for initiative, and I'm going to go out to the other party, and everyone roll, and then I'm going to go to Glory and Stefanos. I gotta roll for Tyros. And we still need... There we go. Okay, give me 2 shakes. I'm gonna go and take care of this group of people. Alexandria is going to take her full movement up. And she's just gonna sort of ready herself in case anyone comes out the door. Glory, what did you want to do? You don't know about the battle, right?
Yeah,
although you probably hear some kerfuffling going on over there, but who knows?
So, I want to see if I can tell if these grates are like cages for anything below.
You don't know this because you were here. That you already know this. So these are access crates. So this is where there's things stored below, or it's easily moving things into and out of the room below it. So
Do we know what kind of things?
Just various goods. You've actually been in the room below. You've explored all of it and investigated all of it, so you can easily see inside of there.
Okay. And
so you see an empty room below.
Oh, okay. And do I see any sort of like, besides the room that the other people have gone into, do I see any other doors?
No, you see nothing. Nothing that has not been discovered or explored. There's no additional doors. You see the mechanical workings of the propeller doodad up front, but that's about it.
Okay. Then I'm just going to start walking. I'm gonna keep a casual readiness, but since I see no threat, I'm just gonna walk towards where I saw everyone else disappear, and
Okay.
I'm hearing the kerfuffle or whatever.
Awesome.
So I think I can just do this. I think that's as far as I can go.
Yep.
Okay,
and then,
cool.
Stefanos, what about you?
I'm gonna also walk towards the action.
As you get closer, you can sort of hear some idle threats and some muttering and, posturing, but nothing too spectacular. All right. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the other group. That's all of you. Up first is Tyros. And Tyros is just going to stay readied. Then Jaren, it's your move.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Okay.
So I could kind of pull him into the other room. Grapple him and pull him into the when we're ready to pull him into the other room.
All right.
I'm gonna find grapple on here. Where is that? Shove. It's not a feature, right?
It's a contested roll, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I was trying to find it in the HUD.
Yeah. I think it's strength versus his dexterity, if I'm not mistaken. Does that sound right?
I think so. Oh, that sounds ominous.
And he has disadvantage.
Yeah, I didn't do that well.
You did well enough to beat him. All right,
Okay,
so he's now grappled.
As I grapple him, I kind of signal to Tyros for his next turn to kind of like pick up so I could pull him into the other room. That's the end of my turn.
All right, so he's grappled. All right, Tempe. So you know that you hear from Dinjarin that this cult leader is grappled.
You're muted.
I'm gonna open up this door and see what I can find.
You see, it's a closet. You see, closet type stuff, some things hanging up. Looks like there might be a couple of bottles of wine. You want to roll an investigation?
Nice. Let's grab a bottle of wine and investigate.
There you
Yeah.
Yeah, just click the random search button on this one. You don't have to roll an official investigation.
I want some wine.
Which one?
And it's a magnifying glass in your macro bar. Remember, I had you add it last time.
Oh, okay.
Probably a white.
Yeah, I have my combat HUD up, so it's gone.
Yeah, you have to close your combat HUD. And to close it, it's the two little X's. Yeah, there's nothing worth noting. However, let me grab some items here and give you that bottle of wine that you saw.
I'll grab one for glory too.
I have every intention of chugging that bottle on this flight. I get anxious.
I know. Tempe's freaked out that we're in the air.
There you go. All right. So up
And Jaren's
next
just
is
not smart enough to know that we're in the air. He thinks we're just on the water.
I thought you got more intelligence.
I turned lawful good, but I'm still stupid.
Hold on, I'm looking. And I think we do. I'm looking to see. We haven't done grapple in so long. 5E. This is such a rudimentary thing. Strength. Yep, same thing. Okay, so he's gonna try and break grapple for his turn. That'll be his action. So let me do it. And it is the cult leader's dexterity. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, dexterity versus your strength.
I have a side question when you're available.
Sure. Damn, he's still grappled. And that is the end of this round. Let's Reset initiative. So the rest of you are just staying readied, right? I think you're good to go. So then just everyone roll initiative as needed. Cult leader has to roll with disadvantage because of the fright. Now we just need a tempi. So just a reminder, you're holding him. If you want him to be out of combat, you'll need to bind him or whatever. Right? Right now you're just holding him. All right, and let's go to the next round. Tyros he's actually going to back away a little bit and just be readied over here, just to make some room. And that'll end his turn. We're back to Dinjarin.
Alright, I'll use my action. I take out my my rope and I tie the cult leader up.
Alright, so hold on. So you release the cult leader.
No, I'm holding him with one hand. I'm holding him like this. And then I start tying him up.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
As soon as you he won't be grappled anymore if you're not fully holding him.
Okay.
So
then I'll just
you can
pull
try
him
to
out the
drag
door.
him. Okay.
Yeah, I'll drag him out to here then.
Okay, so that is also another contested roll. Hold on.
And as I'm doing that, I tell Tyros to get some rope so we can tie him up. All right, yell just out. Hey guys, get rope so we can tie this guy up when I pull him out.
All right. There it is.
Let me see if I have rope.
Can you beat a 4?
Sure can.
Yeah. So I'll give you up to 15 feet of movement on this.
I'll be like right there, so
I do have rope.
I'm dragging him like right here, so that both of them could have access to the guy.
All right. So that's right there.
Yeah. So then I just say, tie him up. And that ends my turn.
I really wish I hadn't have told you the logistics.
Yeah, because I was thinking I could hold his hands and like tie him up at the same time or something.
Because he would have reached into that toilet and like blinded you with something.
Do I need to roll the rope? Like I can roll my silk rope. It says rope has 2 hit points and can be burst with a DC 17 strength check.
Yeah, so I think that means it's the rope like a single whatever, but if you're wrapping and you're binding his hands, he won't be able to, wrapping it around once.
So do I roll the rope?
No, you can just state that you're doing it.
Okay, I'm tying him up real good, like some real kinky stuff.
Well, then that ends combat.
Wow, that's wow.
You piqued interest.
Temp has a binding fetish. We'll say that. He's real good.
Glory comes from a lot of trauma, so I think she can relate.
All right, so he is no longer grappled, but he's incapacitated.
Nice.
I have so much potty humor I want to ask, but like I'm refraining. Like, did he wipe? Like, what are we dealing with here?
No, you're dealing with hoof and mouth potentiality. So, yeah. No, he did pull his pants up though, and you guys did hear him wipe, but you didn't hear him wash. So, the real question is, where does that go once it goes through that hole? You can't see what I'm seeing. Anyway, all right, so yeah, you guys are now out of battle. He's bound. I'm gonna turn off. It's gonna turn on free movement.
So I have a question.
Sure.
Are you're really only allowed to attune to 3 things?
Yeah.
So if I wanted to attune to something, I have to unattune to something else?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense because I have the I had to attune to the Baphomet's orb of dragonkind, but once you attune to it, like you can't unattune from it.
It's hard to unattune to it.
It says you can't. Like those words are you can't.
Oh yeah, it's a special thing. So yeah, so it's forever attuned to you, and only you.
So I will always only be able to attune to two things then.
Yep.
Unless you destroy it somehow.
Yeah.
You can't destroy it.
Oh.
Well, I mean, I have to look. I have to be honest with you. I'm not looking at your character sheet. Let me look at it real quick to give you.
Fine. Well, because what I want to do is I don't know what's going on. Like I didn't know that there was somebody in the bathroom or whatever, and I have this amulet of proof against detection and location, and I want to attune to it. And since nothing's really happening and we're flying, I felt like I could use this time to do that.
Okay, so first off, it says that you're charmed by the orb and you can't voluntarily end your attunement. Doesn't mean that you can't be unattuned.
Oh. Well, that's if it doesn't like me anymore. I can't voluntarily do it, though.
Well, but to Din Djarin's point, if it were destroyed somehow, then you would lose access. But I mean, really think about it. It's an interesting thing to be attuned to, and being attuned to two other things that's still a lot of attunement flexibility.
Okay.
I yell out the door. By the way, I'm yelling out the hey, everyone, come in here. We have a captor. Just so that everyone else is aware.
I guess I'll attune to and unattune later.
So let's I'll just assume that you guys are going to throw him on the bed. And he's all kind of frightened, and I need to see how long that lasts.
By the way, Glory, you could only attune to things when we do long rests.
Yeah, so I wanted to do a long rest.
I think the whole group has to do it, though.
Yeah, no, the whole group has to do a long rest. That's like an overnight thing. All right, so Alexandria's going to move into the room. She's excited to see what the hell's going on. Stephanos, Gloria, are you moving into the room or are you staying outside?
Yeah, no, I'm going where.
Yeah, right over here. Head through.
Yeah. I'm gonna not trip over the grates, but yeah, let's. Ooh, I get distracted by the
steering wheel.
What's it called? The steering wheel. And
as a group, you guys know you've tried to do something with it, and it seems to be on autopilot.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Sorry. All right, then
I want to add that you don't know where you're going, you don't know what's driving this thing, and also as they explored, they realized that the cultists on the ship wasn't supposed to start moving. So whatever you guys did with Samael started this thing in motion, and they were as confused as you guys were about why this thing was moving.
Okay, I'm gonna stay by the door, but I'm gonna be inside. I'm in the door frame.
Yeah, you're in there. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, so you guys are in there, and you see this dude. I'll give a picture to the show portrait, and with everyone, there he is. So he's clearly not your lowly cultist. Maybe not quite a Samael, but definitely at least holds a little bit of verve. And Din Djarin, you're not very bright, but the rest of you realize that if Din Djarin had bungled his intimidation and his grapple, this guy looks like he's fairly powerful. Right? He's not going to be a one-hit kill like some of the other people. But anyway, you're in there.
What do you want of me? Why are you here, and how did you get on this ship?
Where's the ship going?
We'll ask the questions here, Mr. Tied Up.
By the way, I pull out my rapier again and I put it up to his neck. just to make sure he knows he has to answer our questions.
Who is your cultist partner downstairs with the spiders?
He's an accolade. But thank you for letting me know that he's still alive.
What is he doing?
His job.
Which is what?
What he's been told to do.
I push the sword a little bit harder.
Dinjarin, smack him with your sword. Yeah, no. Hit him.
Oh yeah, I smack him with the flat side of the sword.
Just you do it on the hilt, you know, break a couple teeth.
Yeah, that would be better. I'm not that smart, so I was just like.
All right. So do a melee, an unarmed attack. Unless you want, if for just a hilt hit, just do an unarmed attack on him.
Imagine getting slapped in the face with the flat side of a sword.
Oh, it hurt.
It's like a dainty little like.
There we go.
Yeah, you're doing now because you're doing you're just punching him, right? You're not hitting him with the actual sword. If you're hitting him with the sword, then you need to roll a full attack on him.
No, I'm just kind of like slapping him, not with my hand, but just slapping it. You know what I mean? Not the sharp side or anything. So it's just to let him know I mean business.
All right, well, do your worst.
You don't know how to use a sword.
We cast spells during this time.
You can. So you do hit. Now roll damage on him.
Did that go?
Your smacks and hits and intimidation, while admittedly unnerve me, are far, far, far easier to deal with than what any of the senior cult leaders would do to me if I shared any information with you.
Glory yawns and walks over to Tempe and grabs the bottle of wine from his hand. Turns around and goes back, opens it, and starts drinking.
I'll tell you when it's time.
While Laura's doing that, I'm going to cast a spell, Zone of Truth, so that we can interrogate.
Damn you and your zone. Do you have spell slots left for that? Right?
Nice.
Yep.
How much wine are you drinking, by the way?
Chugging it, but like, you know, when you are
Solid swig.
it's like, you know,
the question is going to be, can you hold your liquor, Glory?
that's my question. And I'll probably have to roll, but like, you know, let's say like every 3 minutes I take a gulp.
All right, I love it.
Roll a sobriety check.
Yeah. So
Get behind this wheel.
in about 10 minutes, you'll be a little
Fuzzy around the edges.
Yeah. You'll be a little inaudible. You'll start to sort of slur your speech a little bit. How's that
Little.
Yeah.
I'm hellbound, so I have some tolerance.
So, Glory, you look at what's going on around you, and you see this magical circle sort of manifest in front of you, and it surrounds all of the other characters and the cult leader. They're all in, as Stefano's called out, the zone of truth. You're not in the zone of truth, just so you know. You owe no one any truth. The rest of you, be warned, you're in the zone of truth. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I didn't realize it affected everyone. Sorry. Glory, you should not try to interrogate.
How did you get on this ship?
Who are you asking?
All of you. Any of you. I go to the bathroom and come out, and there's strangers on the ship.
You asked how. You just walked on.
Yeah, we got here through a portal. Where's the ship going?
Portal from where? I don't know where the ship is.
Why
Ask
are
you
you
a
walking?
question.
Glory's kind of standing there like, what the hell is going on? Why are you guys like taking it so literally?
I don't know
Take
specifically
what-
where the ship is going.
Did we all roll charisma saving throws?
Oh crap!
Because we if we pass, we don't have to tell the truth.
Oh, yeah, you have to do that in the thing, the bottom. Sorry.
I only see it for three characters though.
You can also not.
Where is it?
answer.
Oh,
Yeah, Tyros and myself aren't.
Wonder why.
Because our charisma is just so awesome.
It might be, you might, or not naturally beat it.
well. Hi.
Well, Stephanos, you don't have to tell the truth in your own zone of truth, which is good.
Yeah, and also like Stefano said, is you if you answer, you have to tell the truth, but you don't have to necessarily answer. You could just stay quiet.
Right.
Yeah. So, but the cult leader did tell you that he's not sure of the final destination.
I look at him. Are you in charge?
Enough.
How do we control this ship?
You don't.
How do we change the ship's direction?
Do you have any sort of arcanic device?
We have Glory, who is our arcane master. She knows everything of the arcane.
I doubt she knows arcane mechanics. But as I've told you, this ship was set in motion. I don't know where its final destination is.
Well, if you don't know anything, you're of no help to us. I pull the sword out.
That's probably true.
I think we should kill him.
Yeah, we do a long rest. Like, when was the last time we did a long rest?
I don't think you should kill him.
Don't shoot guys.
How about you
Right.
pat him down? See if he has anything on him.
Wait, really quick. Is the way Tempe, you tied him up, is one of his hands free?
No, he would have been able to break it.
Oh, okay.
We all
talked
know
about it.
that.
Are you kidding me? Tempe
He had
is
to be fully bound.
We all know that Dinjarin
Tempe
doesn't.
is a binding master.
So I'll just add, since you guys don't interrogate people often without eventually just killing them or throwing them off to their death like Shop,
Let's throw
This-
him overboard.
this I was waiting for that. This cult leader, right? Like this cult leader doesn't know much that you've asked him about, and doesn't necessarily have to answer to your point, right?
So he passed then, is what you're saying.
No, he didn't.
Why
pass.
are you holding Spanky?
He doesn't. I think as a foe, I don't think he gets a charisma saving throw.
I think anyone is. He's supposed to.
Oh, it didn't come up.
Oh, because she probably didn't. You didn't target him, I think.
Ah, shit.
Oh.
What are we doing?
So you need to target Dinjarin, cult leader, and.
Yeah, I've been having a hard time with the targeting for some reason. It doesn't-
Okay, so wait. You know what we're gonna do? This will be easy. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do it for you. You don't need to do it.
Okay.
And it's gonna be a saving throw for charisma. It needed to beat a 16. That's what it was. Should see. Start epic roll. And I have to do his differently. So he failed.
We just need time.
Oh, Tyro, sorry. I was doing the other guys. End. Alright, so Tyros, Champion Alexandria, and the cultists are compelled to tell the truth. Thank you for picking it up, Dinjarin. I, for some reason, didn't pick that up.
Yeah, I just realized because when I was trying to do something to him, it kept selecting everybody but him for some reason.
Oh, weird.
So there's some issue with the selection right now.
So yeah, so you are you're in a situation where you do have this cult leader. You have the cultists downstairs, the 2 giant spiders, everyone else on this ship is dead, other than Spanky, who is still locked up downstairs.
I asked the cult leader, "What was your mission?"
This dude is just a.
My mission was to bring order to the ship as needed, and to ensure that our passenger, our guest below, Mr. Roger, Mr. Spanky Roger, was treated with enough respect that he continued to breathe. But we still got what we wanted from him.
Which was?
But we have not begun to do that. The idea was that I would have to balance keeping him alive to get what we want.
Well, what were you trying to get from him? What information were you trying to get from him?
And you see his lips start to talk, and then he stops and realizes he doesn't have to answer this. He's not like, this isn't something he wants to do.
So I take my scimitar and just slowly push the tip into the side of his like right here. Like just start slowly pushing it in. Are you pushing it as an attack, or are you just pushing it to intimidate? Just to intimidate. Just the sharp.
He's not. It's not going to do much for him. He's already intimidated, and the outcomes of him oversharing information willingly will result in whatever a cult would do to one of its traitors.
Question for you, GM. Like, so he's not dead, but can I search him? Like, and take anything, weapons or anything he may have?
Yep.
All right, I'll do that. I want to search him. Pat him down.
Give me 1 second. I'll turn him into a searchable loot box. Give me 1 second. All right.
What?
He's alive.
He changed.
Go ahead and search him. He's now a bag of goods.
All right, so he doesn't seem to have a whole lot, guys. He has a backpack, a dagger of low quality, poorly made, a longsword +2, poorly made, a sling +3, poorly made, studded leather armor +3, destroyed, and a vicious blowgun. Man, they don't treat you guys well, do they? So, I just, I don't want to take them and keep them. I just want to take all his weapons and throw them on the floor away so that he doesn't have any weapons.
All right. So you just want to, you're gonna whack him, right?
Overboard. You're gonna throw them overboard.
Yeah. I just don't want him to have weapons. I just want all his weapons gone.
All right. So his weapons.
Disarming.
You guys see Dinjarin grabbing all of his shit, sort of bundling it up into his arms, and sort of very purposefully making eye contact with this cultist while he walks to this back and out this little door right here, and just tosses that shit. And you can sort of hear it clatter and see the sparkles of it as it drops overboard. So he is now, as far as weapons go, at least defenseless.
I look at everyone and just say, should we just throw him overboard now?
Can I do?
Say the same fate awaits you if you don't come clean.
Wait, since I'm out of the circle, can I do can I see something that they don't, or can I recognize a pattern or anything that's happening while they're all in the circle and I'm outside of knowing that they all tell the truth?
Yeah, what you see, Gloria, that's a great question. What you see is this cultist, his lips start to move, and looks like he's muttering something.
Yeah, I don't want.
Yeah, we gotta kill him or throw him overboard. He's gonna cast a spell on us.
So, Gloria, can you roll an Arcana check for me? Let me set that up for you.
Yeah, I want. I think what I should do is I should stride over and just knock him out.
On Arcana, and
I guess I can.
Just roll that Arcana check for me real quick.
You know what? If it wasn't that, what would it be? Because that's just my life.
Is that your first roll after 6 weeks?
Yeah.
I'm
So
sorry.
Welcome back.
no, I'm already convinced that there's some sort of toggle on your side where you put me as a disadvantage every single time.
No, there's not. And you had some pretty big hits if you watch the videos. You did some good
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Well, I stride over and I take the hilt of my sword and I just knock him out. And I look up and shrug my shoulders and say, he was muttering shit. And I walk off and take a swig.
So you're gonna have to you have to target him, and then it's an unarmed attack.
Okay. So I'm trying to target him.
Yeah, hit Alt and click on him, but be careful because when I did it, it selected everybody for some reason. So Alt or Option, either one.
Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, I got him now. And then how do I do this again?
And then under inventory, under weapons, you'll have unarmed strike at the very top.
Yeah.
Yep. Should we just go into combat and kill him?
No, I'm gonna knock him out. Hold on.
He's not going to say anything after he comes conscious.
I don't know that. Oh my god.
So you,
Wow.
So you see Glory wheel around and try to knock him out, and as she does it, like wine spills out of the bottle she's been drinking from, and you realize that Glory's getting drunk.
I just kind of
Stand fast, Glory. We got this.
Yeah. So
I
she's
just kind
got
of look at
she's getting
everybody
a
and
little drunk.
start grabbing and pulling him off to the balcony to throw him over.
All right.
There we go.
Unless anyone stops me, anyone says no.
Yeah, stop.
Somebody, you poisoned yourself, Glory. Oh, DM poisoned you.
I poisoned her. It's alcohol. So that's just a reminder that she's drunk. Or she's
right.
she's not. I'm so drunk, but she's. I'm gonna punch him, drunk. So your decisions until until you take some time, Glory. Your decisions need to be sort of clouded with bad judgment. Just so you know, you have some bad judgment. So Dinjarin, are you gonna try and pull him out regardless of what they want, what the rest of the team wants you to do?
No, I said I'm looking around like I'm starting to pull him, and unless anyone says like, wait, we want to ask more questions.
Words. He's saying words under his breath.
Yeah, he's casting a spell.
Guys.
Throw him overboard.
Words.
I'll help you.
Then I just.
So hold on. So Glory Alexandria leans over Dinjarin and says,
toss him over, and I will go after him and try to catch him and bring him back up.
I said, okay. Sounds cool.
That should scare him plenty.
Glory, has Salem seen the spiders move at all? Can you communicate with Salem?
Oh.
I want to know who he's calling.
Yo, Salem.
so
Like,
so the cultist, sees, sort of hears that whisper from Alexandria, and is like,
There's no world where she could fly with me in her talons. There's no world. This is some sort of a lie. This is some sort of a farce. What are you guys trying to pull?
I look at Alexandria. I was like, I think I know her better than you. She's pretty strong.
Yeah,
And I just
honestly, I don't care if she can carry you.
And Alexander's like, no, he's right. I just wanted you to toss him over the edge and no one else to stop him. I'm compelled to tell the truth right now, and I don't know.
I look at her
like this.
I look at her with disappointment, like, oh, I thought you would. Obviously, not very smart. So
yeah. So she,
our plan has.
She knew that you guys were going to try to stop, Dinjarin from tossing this cultist over the ledge, and thought that she would kind of like to see him fly without wings, and thought she'd give Dinjarin a bit of an evil assist, but unfortunately, she's in this zone of truth. So the truth has come out.
Did Salem get back to Glory at all? By the way,
yeah, Salem will let you know if anything's going on downstairs. Like right now, it's all quiet on the hold. Every once in a while, Salem hears Spanky going like, "I wonder if they forgot about me. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, they're all alive." Oh my God! What if everyone's dead? What if I'm alone and locked in a room on an airship? Oh my God! What am I going to do then?
So since Timpy told me to make this guy fly, I drag him out and throw him over. Like Timpy said, you could fly.
All right, so we need to do a check to see if you can get him out the door. And Alexandria is the only obstacle, and she's not going to stand in your way.
Yeah, I'll help too.
So hold on, let's do a contested. Oh, if Timpy, if you're going to help, then I'm not going to do easily. The two of you could overpower him.
Yeah, I'm helping for sure.
Let me put you guys into position. And this is so you guys get him onto the back deck. It's lovely, right? It's lovely out there. Did you make it all the way out, Tempe?
No, he's at the door.
Don't, but I can't move my map for some reason.
There we go.
Well today.
All right, so you guys are all outside, or the three of you are outside. What are the rest of you doing while you see this happening? Alexandria's going to stand in the door because she's down with this plan. It sounds like you have a couple of good people. You were outside of the zone of truth. Sounds like Stefanos and Glory, and I don't think Tyros would want this. Tyros would be pleading for you guys to have some compassion, humanity. Maybe we could learn some stuff from this guy, right?
We can't. He wouldn't tell us nothing, even though we're in the zone of truth, in the trust tree.
Right. So you guys tossing him?
I say we just hold him by his feet, dangle him by his feet. I look at Timpy and say, let's just hold him like this over the edge.
All right. So let's see here.
Yeah, like
Suge Knight style.
Hold on.
Michael Jackson style? Or
I'm thinking like
Good night.
What Batman did in the Justice League.
Oh yeah, we could tie him. We could tie him.
I mean, not that I'm guessing anyone really watched that movie because it was a horrible movie, but
All right.
Thought we tie it. Since he's all bundled up, we can tie a rope to the edge of the ship, throw him overboard, and then say if anything happens to any of our friends, we're gonna come and cut this rope.
So what I'm hearing is you guys are gonna hang him over the edge, step one, and you need to both pass the Arcana or the check. All right, so he's hanging by his feet, and then you want Alexandria to tie him to this board here, so he's just literally hanging from his feet like you're fishing with.
We should have her tie his mouth shut and then just tie him so that he doesn't.
Right. So then he is now. And then okay, so she's gonna gag him, which means that he's inaudible. And you guys are he's over the edge. You're holding him, and are you tying him? Is he hanging? Is he tied to that thing? Like what's going on with this guy? Are you just gonna dangle him?
We're gonna
tangle, flapping in the wind like a flag.
I'll use my rope to tie him to the I guess that's a banister, or I don't know what, I can't tell like what this thing is here. It looks like
that's
the
back of the ship, yeah, it's just the back.
Okay, yeah, tie him to that. So he's just hanging there. He'll be our new mascot, maybe.
So give me some
Hope
specifics.
You're not wearing a cape, Hulk boy.
He's tied snugly, or he's dangling from a rope, like just sort of dangling.
Like that, dangling. We tied it around his legs, and then tied the other end around that banister, and he's just dangling.
I don't think our joints, like, I mean, I understand this is another world, but I don't think our joints can really withstand that kind of tension.
We'll see how long he lasts.
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be something we learned.
All right, so you guys tie him up.
I read it in a storybook once as a kid, and I assume it'll work.
Just give me 2 seconds.
Glory turns around and starts looking at the other bottles to see if there's any older, aged bottles.
Okay, all right, and then we're gonna go here. Paste that. And then
Also
here.
looking for carbs to kind of soak it up a little.
All right, so you guys have this cultist dangling by this rope. Right about there, and he is here.
You know, I must say, as a team, this is the first time we haven't killed someone we were trying to interrogate.
Okay, so looking at the back, is that fair? Is that roughly what you're thinking? You got this rope here, and it's dangling this guy about 10 to 15 feet below, right? Just sort of.
Yep.
You see him flopping around, and you don't hear anything. Then he's by his feet, right? So the blood's rushing to his head. He's having a bad day.
And I yelled down, dude, next time wipe better. I see streaks.
All right. So he's lower than you. So let's make him smaller. So it looks like he's down farther. And there we go.
Well, that
So,
answers Glory's question.
So yeah, you got this cultist like dangling behind you. Stefanos, are you leaving the zone of truth up, or are you taking it out?
I think she had to. Oh.
Sorry. That's
Probably take it down. I don't think we need it anymore, right?
I guess
That's Stefanos' call.
if I'm... I wish I could just target the area that he's in, but yeah, I guess I'll take it down.
Yeah, no, you can't move it once you place it. So, okay, so it's gone then. Boop. And there it goes. That's kind of cool.
By the way, that's a really cool graphic.
Oh, the one of him? Yeah, I was gonna say, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, ooh, I've not seen that happen before. Yeah, the people that work on this program are amazing. Module developers.
Wait,
All right, so you guys are, he's
flopping.
flopping behind there, right? Like he's just, you almost forget about him. Gloria, you've got other things going on. You're drinking your wine. And then you remember that you have the key.
Oh yeah. Guys, I got a key.
Say it like a bachelorette party bride at about 2 a.m.
Keys! Keys! Oh shit,
There
I
you
woke up.
go. There you go. Yeah.
What kind of keys?
Actually, have you ever been to a bachelorette party in the morning? It'd probably be more like, guys, I got... Is that a key in my pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
There you go. That sounds
Eat it.
perfect. That's the best role playing.
You have
know
a
what?
napkin. You don't need to wipe your hands on your dress.
I assume that
Okay.
even though Adam's talk track kind of goes with this conversation, Glory,
Right.
that just earned you inspiration.
Yes. I can play drunk really well, apparently.
So roll from the inspiration card deck.
Okay.
It looks like a little crown.
Hold on. Yes. Deep thought.
Just this once, you can know anything. So this is an inspiration card. I'm going to put it in your deck, or in your inventory. Whenever you want to use this, let me know. You can use it once, and then it is destroyed.
Oh, thank you so much.
All right, there you go. That is your inspiration, because it was worthy. So, all right. So you guys are back here. You guys know that Glory has a key. It's the master key to the entirety of the airship. There's some badassery dudes down in the bottom. Hopefully you're only on headphones. Tempe, I just saw your little one there when I used that potty. You guys gonna head down?
Do we go free Spanky? Or do we go to the spiders?
Isn't Spanky with the spiders?
He's like just before.
That's not who Spanky is.
Yeah, he's at like he's like on the way to the spiders anyways. So.
Okay. Yeah, we should free him.
Alright, yeah, we'll all go to the where Spanky is and unlock the
As a group?
Glory unlock it. Yeah, and free
Okay.
Spanky.
Okay, let me take the group down there.
Does
and
it,
we're gonna start-
everyone agree with that?
Yep. Beautiful reunion.
And then, 1 second. Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Glory. Sharon. Alexandria.
Sarah looks like she's contemplating each of those chips.
No, I'm trying to understand, like, if I was to know anything, what would it be? And then I thought 42.
Life, meaning of life, universe, and everything. Favorite books ever. All right, let me activate the scene, and you're here. And I don't know what your guys' hard stop time is today. I can go a little bit longer. Okay. So you guys should be seeing
I'm meeting Crystal at 1:35.
Awesome. And then, so here is where Gloria is. That door to the north is where Spanky's being held.
Okay, can I stumble over, fiddling with the key in my pocket, over to Spanky?
Hello, is it the Smite force outside my door or the black cultists? Hello? Anyone there?
It's us, Smite Force.
Thank God. Are you here to finally free me?
We are.
All right, so you want to, Gloria, do you want to unlock the door?
Yeah, I kind of.
You unlock the door. It's unlocked, and the door is open. And sort of pushing out into the hallway is Spanky Rogers, your long-lost friend.
Oh, but you are all a sight for sore eyes. I was on my way to engage with you after your trip to Thorn Island. I was waiting at the Laughing Goblin when I was brutally captured by these cultists.
What did they want with you, Spanky?
So slow pushing my buttons. So yeah, so this is you freeing up Spanky. So as you nudge this door to that I guess northern remote, you know, there's this figure that was bound to a chair. You come inside, he comes into view. This blah blah blah. You pass all this. He's free. His face is a little roughed up, testament to sort of the beatings he's endured. His eyes are a mix of relief and resilience, meaning you're slowly. You know, he's lifted his head, so he's past all of that. So anyway, you know. Never thought I'd be so glad to see your mugs. He manages in a half smile as you quickly undo his bindings. Well, I shouldn't have pulled him out of the room. That's my bad. I wrote it so long ago. Anyway, his body protests the freedom after long confinement, but his spirit is not diminished. When you work on his bonds, he begins to speak in a low, raspy voice. They snatched me up when I was on my way to meet with you lot. You know, they're from the Black Cult of the Dragon, and they've been tailing us for a while now, the nasty bunch they are. Not too fond of sharing their secrets either. Grimace passes over his face. I need to change my glasses, I can't read. As he shakes his hands free and, you know, working life back into his wrists, you know, gave me quite the welcome they did. But they didn't get much out of me. I think they plan to use me as a bargaining chip in Daggerford with the Harpers. He accepts the water skin that you guys offer. His throat works painfully as he gulps down this cool liquid, wincing as it hits his raw throat. You know, there's one among them, a leader, goes by the name Samael. I overheard some talk about him securing something before meeting up with me. But the details, they elude me. His eyes clouded with a mixture of relief and determination meet yours once more. We've got serious problems on our hands, my friends. We need to find out what Samael is up to, and we need to do it fast. We can't let whatever they're planning come to fruition. As Spanky finishes, you feel a renewed sense of purpose. This place is, you know, the pieces are falling into place, and the stakes are high. But with Spanky by your side, you're ready to face whatever challenges await. Spanky has returned. The last time you saw Spanky, Gloria, I think he was handing you a scone.
You got any?
Worry not, Spanky. Samael's plans have been thwarted.
What say you? Samael is he dead? Is he captive?
He is no more.
Did you learn anything from him before you took him to his death?
he wasn't a
Plenty,
man.
but let us first get off this airship.
Off this airship is gonna be a bit more difficult. Have you located the captain? Do we know who's driving this vessel?
We have him.
They do not know where it is driven.
We have the captain in a safe place.
Thank you. Got any scones?
I don't have scones. I was gonna ask you the same. You and I need to hit up the galley and find us some scones. Ah, I see you have a bottle of wine. You mind if I take a pull from that?
Oh, sure.
I look over at Glory and I
Well
say,
met.
Glory, you're already drunk. You don't need to get sconed.
Everybody must get sconed, guys. Everybody must get sconed. Now, I'm surprised to see this airship in motion without Samael. I don't think this was part of their plan.
Right. I think the ship was set into motion by Samael's demise.
That could be. Well, if that is the case, then my expectation is that this probably our journey will end in Daggerford. Are there others on the ship? Have you dispatched
Is that where
them
the
all?
Harpers are?
The Harpers are
There
everywhere.
is a few more.
My directions were once you returned from Thorn Island, was to secure you passage to Daggerford, to meet with one of our agents, Mr. Jazzhands, who has more details than I. I'm really just the porter of you good people, which is honestly why they couldn't get much out of me other than Daggerford.
Do you know how high up
Right on.
Samael was within the cult?
He was
He
one
a
of the
pretty high
top.
ranking?
He was one of the top leaders.
We don't got much to worry because we dispatched him pretty easily. These guys will be simple.
I find that I'm thrilled, but I find that hard to believe. He was a formidable character. He never traveled without, 2 to 3 of his most powerful lieutenants.
Well, we
It's
could have
like
found
using
them.
an astral projection in this scenario. High or low?
I'm not sure what you're asking me there. It feels like you were eating a scone or drinking some wine. I'm not sure what was going on, but I could not make
I
out
look
the
at
words.
Spanky and I do this. I'm like, drinking kind of indicate like.
And Spanky winks approvingly, as if that's a good thing, right? He's a hearty man and he likes his wine and he likes his ale.
So Spanky, we still have a cultist and 2 spiders that we need to take care of. Shall we go kill those first and then figure out what we can do with
What was this cultist wearing? What color were his robes?
Red.
Were they purple or were they red?
I think they were red.
Red.
He's also flanked by 2 giant spiders.
He must be controlling those spiders.
Well, turns out I can control beasts as well.
So what are your plans? Is it to dispatch the foes?
I would say
That's kind of the plan. What do you think? What do you think we should be doing?
Well, I think
Keep
we
them
need
alive?
to. I think eventually we'll end up in Daggerford. So that's a foregone conclusion. It's getting there
What
in
did
one
you say,
piece that I'm
Stefano?
most worried
Well, I know Glory wants to take a long rest.
Or purple. I think it was purple.
Purple, huh? If it's purple, then it is not. It's not as formidable and can be easily dispatched. The giant spiders, on the other hand, left to their own devices, being controlled, are one level of threat. With their natural instincts, is another level of threat.
It was red.
what was that, Stefanos? You said something? Couldn't hear you. I'm on the other side of the hallway.
I was saying we're definitely planning to dispatch the last cultist.
I'm not hearing Stefano.
We only
at all.
know
You guys hearing
smiting,
us?
Spanky. Just said we're planning to dispatch the last cultist member.
Oh, got it. Okay. And by the way, you guys have already all thoroughly searched this area in case I wasn't needing stores. Tyros. So you know that the spiders are, I believe, down the stairs or down the ladder, where you see Salem and Alexandria flanking. The rest of the ship is now empty. I mean, with the exception of you do have a cultist flopping around in, at the back, at the rear of the airship. As a matter of fact, it's kind of comically, every like 15 to 20 seconds, you guys hear sort of a thump on the back of the ship, and you know what's making that.
Yeah. We can always heal him if he gets too badly hurt. Let's go get to these spiders.
I wonder.
Get into some combat before we close out here.
I lean over to Spanky and I say 10 shillings. I can ride one of them spiders like a bull.
Oh my god.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys are gonna make your way downstairs. What order are you going down the ladder? Are there any plans? Are you guys just gonna smite force the shit out of these guys and just like Leroy Jenkins drop in and run?
Surprisingly, I say, hey, I think I remember there were other ladders on the other side. So maybe if we somehow split the team up and we all go down on different sides, we can at least.
Yeah, you remember there was one ladder where you're at over there, and it's in the rear, and that's sort of the safest area, right? That's the farthest from the spiders.
Yeah.
The two. There were on the far north side. There was a ladder. There were two ladders flanking that Arconic engine that was down there. And the south ladder literally comes out right behind a spider. The north ladder comes out not behind a spider, but midway down the ship you can see the. You remember there was the cultist was when you last saw him. That's where he was standing, sort of concentrating. Given that, where do you guys want to be dropped? Who goes in what ladder then?
I could go down and cast one of my favorite spells, which is darkness around the spiders and the cultists, so they can't see anything, which would give us some potential advantage to just open fire.
Don't forget, you can't see anything either in darkness.
If I enter the
Don't we have night vision?
It's magical dark, so you can see.
In magical, it doesn't work, so you will not know where they are within that darkness. I'm fine with it. I'm just reminding you that that's a thing.
But we kind of know where they roughly were, so as long as we can do that.
All right, so you're gonna go down?
What do you guys think? Should we do that? Do we want to split up, go down the different sides, or thoughts?
We should divide and conquer.
Tepe's gonna go down the stairs, behind, the farthest from everything, because he's a little bit more frail and likes to hide.
Do you mean Tyros?
Tyros, I mean, yes.
What did you say, Stephanos?
I think we should flank from cover. So there's the back entrance behind the spider entrance, and then the side sneaky one to be.
Okay, I could go down I have a high armor class, so I could go down the other side where it's a little bit closer to them.
Do you want to be right behind the spider, or do you want to be, or do you want to come down with a little open space?
With a little open space, so that I can cast darkness on the three of them.
Okay. So that's where you're going to come down. What about the rest of y'all?
I am going to arm myself with a rope. And then I'm going to go where I come up behind a spider. Is that an option? Like I have a little... Alright, that's the one I'm going to do.
Okay. And now where's Tempe? Which ladder is Tempe going down? You have the...
Can you highlight it for me? I can't see much.
Well, you can't see anything yet because I've not loaded the screen. I have to get your characters on before I load the screen.
Oh, there's one.
So that's the ladder where we're at, and then the other, even though I can't see it, the other ladder is like somewhere over here. Like there's ladders over
Okay,
here.
I'll go to I'll go west.
The one over here is
Stephanos.
Yeah.
The one over here has the most distance away from the spiders and the cultists.
Yeah, so your three choices are...
So you should be going close to them.
So Curtis and Glory. I'm sorry, Dinjarin and Glory. Dinjarin is in the northwest ladder. Glory is in the southwest ladder. Tyros is in the east ladder. East ladder has 0 spiders or cultists. The 2 west ladders are closer to the action. The southwest ladder is literally right next to the spider. This is what Dinjarin knew from when you guys were last there. They may have moved, but I'm saying that's when you were last there.
All right.
So which
I'll
one did
go
you want
west.
to go to? Which north one or south one?
North.
North it is. All right, dropping you.
Same as me.
All right. And hold on. That leaves Alexandria, who I think is going to follow Glory down. Right there. And then that leaves Stefanos. Where are you coming down?
I'm gonna follow Dinjarin.
Okay. So Dinjarin. And are you guys engaging? Oops, there it is. Are you guys engaging with are you gonna, is Salem coming down or Salem staying up north?
Salem's just gonna chill.
Alright, he's gonna chill. Alright, and then on that note, let me get you guys down here, and then we'll end our game here at some point today. Activate. And you guys, you drop down into this area, and here's what you see. So, this is a large open area that spans the breadth of the ship. On the west end, you see that single ladder leading to the hold above. Further, you see this is where sort of the rear prop is powered. On the east side, on the other side are 2 ladders leading up to the hold above. That's the ones you came down. Midship, there's a couple of doors leading outside of the ship. Right, these are locked in the middle. There's also a large metal hatch in the middle of the bilge floor, and it looks as if it's sort of well sealed for both air and potentially sea travel. Remains to be seen. There's a large winch both on the east and west of the hatch. The windows let in natural light, but there's very little of it, right? And it's also, it's getting later in the evening. In fact, I need to crank it forward. It's about 9:31 as you sit. You also see sort of midship is a lever. And you guys are now in combat. I need you to roll for initiative.
Do we call it here? Like once we roll initiative?
Yeah, I think so. I just need Tempe's roll. Yeah, unless you guys want to do one round, it's up to you. I don't care either way. Just need your initiative roll, Tempe.
That way, Tyros can actually beat her.
Play himself.
Hopefully, Melon.
Yeah.
Or Alexandria.
Yeah, so you guys see, you are, you dropped into the middle of it, you guys. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. The Glory the spider is, like, legit, you can almost feel the little hairs on its leg tickling you. Right? Dinjarin and Tempe, if you came down right near spider webs, so if you were to take a step in, it's going to slow you down. Just be mindful of the spider webs, as they say. When we start next, you guys are in battle. There was sort of a complete lack of awareness that you guys came down the ladders as if they weren't really too concerned. So the cultist seems to be concentrating, and the spiders seem to be sort of looped into that concentration.
Just so everyone's aware, I do plan on riding one of these, or attempting to ride one of these spiders as a ball. So I am actively making my rope a lasso so that I may rope one of these bad guys and get on its back. So
that will be entertaining.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah, and I think we'll let Tyros come up with his own plans, but I think you guys are in an interesting place. This is the last level of the ship. you're seeing what's powering it now. It's clearly arcanic, and through the grates in the floor, you see the land below, sort of transition from farmland to looks like it's these sort of like meadows, forest / starting to get mountainous. All right. On that note, if there are no questions or comments, I guess we'll call it here. What do you guys think?
Just one question.
Yes.
Did you mean to be talking with a helium voice the last like 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I
in
am
Spanky voice.
I am Spanky. I'm just Spanky telling you what I see. Incidentally,
okay.
I'm not coming down with you guys.
And no, why didn't someone tell me that a long time ago?
I was like, I'm gonna go.
So good times. No, and by the way, Spanky's gonna hang upstairs. He's not in any shape to sort of battle spiders.
But like in general, do we trust Spanky, or is like Spanky actually running the whole charade?
Spanky has. I think you trust Spanky enough.
You could know anything, anytime, anywhere if you play your card.
Yeah, so Spanky is clearly admittedly a liaison for the Harpers, who have engaged with you a couple of times. They've sent you on a couple of quests. There was a Dragon Egg quest years ago, it seems, right? Some other things. He was also the liaison that brought you as a team over, right, to the docks. Remember, he disappeared to get your papers, and you fought some giant rats.
Seems like
it's not. It wasn't long. It was almost 3 years ago. And it's for some context. Those rats had like 3 or 4 hit points. Remember how? And it took you guys a while to kill them. So you guys have come a long way since then. But yeah, Spanky's been. I don't know that you would. I wouldn't say that he's your best friend and you trust him because he doesn't show up all the time. But he does show up often enough that he's not proven himself an enemy.
Yeah, I think he's a little too involved in the makings of our adventures. I'm a little skeptical of Spanky.
He is absolutely the a liaison for the Harpers, right? And he has operated as such. So.
A liaison, or is he actually? What's that movie where the guy pretends to be crippled and he like ends up?
The Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
it's like Usual Suspects kind of situation because I see it.
I don't know, but that seems like a great idea. I wish I had thought of that. So maybe he will be a Kaiser. He was running it from the beginning.
Our Glory's just seeing things in her head because she's drunk right now, so she's just like, wait a minute.
She does, and next time we play and I see that she's poisoned, I'll remember that. So.
By the way, I know a bottle of wine. I've already given it to. Bye.
See you.
I've already given it to Spanky, so I'm gonna start sobering up now.
Yeah, you'll be sobering up. It'll just take about it'll be after combat's over.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much. It was good to play again. I'm glad my internet held out. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll post these videos up.
That's good. Thanks.
I just love that we have a cultist dangling off of a ship. That is.
Oh yeah, remind me of that next time because that's like the kind of thing like in 6 months I remember. Oh, whatever happened to that guy you hung out the back? Like then there's just a corpse dangling out the back. So, you guys are a weirdly cruel group. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye, all. Thank you.